Game would you like to capture? Why did my Steam crash? Why did my Steam just crash? That's like a loading icon, yeah. My Steam is in a perpetual cycle of crashing and reloading and then crashing. What is going on right now? Hold up. You just kill Steam. Operation could not be completed. Unable to terminate process. What? Oh, my computer's having an aneurysm. Stream dies. No, it's because my computer's having a stroke. Why is the load game icon not even, like, on screen? Look at this. The load game icon, What is NW? Load game doesn't even have anything. Options doesn't have an O. What? Game's broken. New game is just NW. Load game doesn't have anything. Options is just no O, and credits doesn't have an ED. I told you my Steam was just killing itself. Okay, let me reload the game. We run upside down the top left corner of the screen. That's a lot of work for me to figure out how to set that up. There you go. You happy? It's sent to the void. Okay, now we'll play the game. Now, hopefully the game is in a perfectly fine state, not broken at all. Right, we spent forever last time, but we did beat Byakurin just for her to join our party. And she'll never see the light of day again because it's Byakurin. Did I put any specific, like... I know I did, like, saw a couple equipment changes. Right, I wanna swap you back. Right, I turned you magic. I didn't even change your equipment to make you magic. I want to change your skills, though. Turn you back for now. Could give you Oni Strike. With its minus 50 accuracy. What did I have on you? Wait, this is new. I didn't read this last time. This is pretty good. And it's good stats. This is really good. Byakurin just wants my love. I think she wants anyone's love in this. I don't know if anyone loves her in this game. I like this for stats, but I don't know if that's... that. Do I want to hold on to the Encroaching Nightmare just for the stats? Probably not. Do I need the clock as well? I could throw on this. It just doesn't really have a ton in terms of stats. It's a dark attack. Do I really need another dark attack? Do I want this? Probably. If I'm doing that, then I could probably throw on... Process Prank is interesting. Probably just throw on this. Really doesn't give her a lot in terms of consistent offense, but... Oh. I am one Polycryst away from gambling. That's cool. I also should go through some of this. Because I did some very specific sets. Right, you're level 80 now. Liru. Mary Buried. Mary Buried doesn't have anything. Mystia. Sure. Tokes is good. You're good. Here's take some more speed. We get to buff some poison, but hasn't upgraded or moves her self-poison ability. Yeah, it is pretty cringe. But it is what it is. I think I'm fine keeping you where you were. I want to grab this back. Let's hold Demarcation at what it is. I can get the cold damage boost again later. Actually, let me... We don't need that beacon. We don't need to be her knight. We have more fire damage. I will say, that boss fight had me very impressed with the Yuko. I wasn't sure what my opinion of Yuko was going to be, but I became a lot more intrigued in her. Would that be accurate? Okay, let's go actually play the game. Cope. Right, there's, I think there is the thing to get Suwako on the next floor somewhere. Right, there's actually other parts to this floor that I still didn't explore. Let me... Okay, so up here is just access to the next floor. So before we do... Oh, right, I need one more Moonstone. Actually, there's also another thing I want to look at. Which is here. Ah, ha, ha, ha! Another amber key. I wasn't sure if I picked that up last time. Just go grab that real quickie. What? Dude, my computer is having a stroke. Rico, where'd you go? Rico, what happened to your sprite? Oh, fuck. I forgot to... Oh, I know what's going on. I'm running low on storage space because I forgot to delete all my VODs after I upload them on YouTube earlier. Okay, I'll have to edit this after the fact. But the stream's still running properly. It's the good news. I don't think it's gone down or anything. I don't think the fragments really do much of anything. Is there one that's got my blue moonstones? The game is due to the Serenko. Yeah, it's unbelievable. No, I think I saw it and I solved the issue. Wait, I have 2 keys? Where did I get the second one? Just a curiosity, what's in this chest? Is it just equipment? Yeah. Action equipment we don't need. This one was lockbox keys we don't care for. Guidance we don't care for. No, the guidance is useful. This one is 40 polycrystals, 20 despair crystals. This is 30 mono crystals, 30 hope. Honestly, I think I might open that one. Like the next site soon. No, this one wants 24 chests, which is 6, 12, 18, 20. It requires me to open everything, so. Goes, yeah, Ranko's a ghost now. She died. Let me try re-enter dungeon, see if that fixes it. Otherwise, oh, I'm breeding. Otherwise, I'll reset the game real quick, and I think it should be good now. Okay. Guys, Ranko's back. Okay, let's go 4-1, right? Oh, get some herbs. Let's go. Huge. Boredom, my natural enemy. Boredom. Dozens, hundreds, no, even more years on the moon. For an unbelievable span of time, my greatest, worst, most despicable enemy gnawed at me. Boredom. Ah, I hate it. I know how tranquil, orderly, and peaceful it is in the lunar capital is. How the hell can... Beaver Hill. Can anyone spend thousands of years, no, even longer in that boring place? That's why I made Aaron create the horror elixir. Why I drank the very same elixir. Ah, the pleasure I felt when I saw their shock. Their absolute dismay. They all got together and had their big, loud meeting, and in the end, they panicked and decided to send me down the surface. Joke's on you, idiots! That's exactly what I wanted. Punishment? Ha! As if having to stay on that boring old moon would have been the real punishment. So Tenchi Kaguya are the same? Yeah. But I have one regret. Just one regret left with the moon. Only one. Back when they were about to send me down the surface, mixed in with those eyes that looked at me like they were all staring in pure filth, which is totally correct, since they're all Lunarians. And all, I guess. Behind the cold-hearted masks of a leader Aaron wore were the childish eyes of a little girl on the verge of breaking into tears. A cold-hearted leader, a lunar sage delivering punishment upon a sinner. There's no way you could fool me with a mask like that, Aaron. After all, how many thousands of years do you think we've been together for? Aaron? I'm sorry, Aaron. Princess. I've never, ever been able to bring myself to say it, but I'm truly sorry. And I'm truly grateful, too. Thank you for coming with me back then. It's all thanks to you that I could live at such an enjoyable life in Tokyo. Goodness, how many years have you been holding on to this apology for? If it really bothered you that much, you've had plenty of opportunities to say you were sorry. We've been here for centuries now. I've always thought your lack of apology and thanks was just, well, because you're you, Princess. More lesbians, yeah. I'm glad to hear you've been thinking about me this entire time. I'm glad I got to see another side of you, too. Nightmares can bring out all kinds of things, can't they? Oh, shut it. Yeah, that's right. It's the nightmare's fault. I'm the only one feeling melancholic because of the nightmares. That's exactly it. I mean, what was with how you were back when you were possessed by that monster, Aaron? No duh, I'd get a little emotional watching all that. You know, like, oh, making the horror elixir like I asked has been bothering her this whole time. I see a new side of you, too. Even you got a cute side, huh, Aaron? You saw that, Princess. Is there anyone in the scene who doesn't like girls or no Inosuke? He's not here yet. Damn it. Oh, Inosuke was in the first two, but he's not here. This is the one thing we did not want to happen. Yeah, you bet I did. Don't go underestimate just how bored out of my mind I've been in here. And even without the nightmares, I'm capable of lots of things, you know. Not as many as you are, but still. How humiliating. You know, Kaguya. Yeah? You kind of remind me of Tenchi. Excuse me? Excuse me? What did that excuse me for? Excuse me? Look deep inside yourself and ask yourself that question. Oh wait, you don't have to look very deep with that chest now, will you? I did not expect this game to be making boob jokes. What's that supposed to mean? You're not much better off, you know. Ugh, you've got me mad now. When this incident's over, and we get to go home, I've caused the quake to reduce Iante to slivers and rubble. Says the flatty, yeah. Please don't, eldest daughter. I'll tell your father this time. Ugh, he's got nothing to do with this, Iku. You're 10,000 years too young to stand before me, girl. You haven't had your umbilical cord removed yet. What is going on? God damn it, I'm so frustrated right now. I love seeing frustrated faces. Come on, turn this way. Give me a better look. Princess, not only were we able to rescue you, it seems you've made a new friend as well. I'm glad. These nightmares, they're truly frightening incident, but they can bring about good things too, as small as they are. Friend, huh? Did you really call it being friends? She doesn't have the magic I quite expected. Her defense is really good. Whoa. What did they do to her defense? I need the better patch, really. We'll see. Show me what you got, Kaguya. You're probably a star. You're not a star. Oh, I really thought you would be. Elmer resist or whatever. Elemental resists are really good. MP regen is non-existent. Her stats are weird. her TP and MP regen are kind of non-existent. What? Use damage dealt to enemies with 50% less HP. Pretty good. Do damage dealt taking most of to recount a multiple of 5. That's cool. Use damage dealt against enemies 50% less HP, but decreases damage dealt by 2% otherwise. That's pretty good against enemies at below half. You get 10% and then another 10% there. That's a lot. Bon Vivante makes sense. Everything's based off of this. On using Fire Rat's robe, Unhurried Mind, which is this. Perishable Night. Oh gosh, this is going to be a lot of words, isn't it? And upon using that, Jewel from the Dragon's Neck, Buddha Stone, Swallow's Cowrie Shell, or Horai Barrage. The user will gain a matching 5 Impossible Quest buff. Each 5 Impossible Quest buff has a 50% chance to be lost at the start of each turn. So Fire Rat, Jewel, Buddha, Swallow. So the five on the left here each give a buff in correspondence to them. With a small chance to be lost each turn. Store extra MP and to get damage dealt upon focusing. There's a chance to gain 1 at random upon focusing. Increases focuses post-gate turn value by 660. That's a nice thing. People of the Moon. Up to 3/4 value. This is the half value. This is the quarter value. Because Erin has the noble people, right? But she has the venerable. Yeah, Erin doesn't have that. Which makes sense. Erin's a bit more support-based. Quarter value. So you're telling me that my 50% mind is only doing 12% mind. It's pretty based. Uses a natural decay chance to 12%, to 10%, to 8%. No, double venerable for racing. You poor thing. Increase damage dealt and decrease damage taken by 4% for every Impossible Quest buff above the first. What, you can get 16% boost. Let's look at this top half over here. This increases her own fire resist. Oh no, single ally's fire resist. Adds a 40% speed buff to the spell. Okay, I was about to say, is this it? Grants a target a barrier equal to 24% of their max HP and increases their turn gauge by 2400 if the user has the matching 5 Impossible Quest buff. There's a chance equal to its natural decay to be lost upon this effect triggering. What do you mean if it has the matching buff? Is the matching buff just the Fire Rat Robe one? So, like, she has this buff prior. Like, say you use it, you get the buff, and then use it again. It does that. Is this not disgusting? You're supposed to use as at least 2 5 Impossible Request buffs, one of which must be the Fire Rat's Robe. Grants the target a barrier equal to 36% of their max HP and increases their turn gauge by 3600. Hello, Aya? Each 5 Impossible Quest buff has a chance equal to 2x its natural decay to be lost. Okay. 40% speed buff to a single ally and give them a turn gauge of 2400? What? And give them 24% of their max HP as barrier? Is this not disgusting? For 8 mana? I guess the only downside to this is, like, maybe you want to be dealing damage instead of clicking this. Back Labby 1. Kaguya. Honestly, to an extent, yeah, that's not the furthest from the truth. She doesn't have the 100% piercing of Labby 1, although she has pretty damn good piercing. But what is this? And 32 fire resist. Yeah, that's the important part, guys. Upon moving the rear, recovers 60% HP if 32 or less, and recovers MP if that is low. Cool. Wind-based, row-based, decent damage. Power for attack down potency. Chance to add a wind resist debuff. Spell if these as the matching thing. Okay, that's whatever, I guess. Seems kind of mediocre. But it's nice, you know. It's a decent hit. Only has 2 buffs. One means must be this buff. Double natural decay, stronger, row base, cooldown, stronger wind resist down. Interesting. Seems okay, but probably not what you're clicking with her. All enemies, lower death and mine, grants one-time damage taken down buff upon use. But what's this one's speed? 5,000, this is only 4,000. It's weaker. Oh, you take those. Increase power equals defense down potency. Increase damage taken both 30%. Use it as the matching buff. Plus 2 buffs. One must be this one. Grants user one time 24% damage taken down buff. It's other frontliners a buff as well. Yeah, interesting. Area. Large multiplier, but not good pack P. Because if any ailments halves their potency, recovers 24% HP. Niche. It's also got a cooldown. Increases power to magic down. Has these deeper potency and recovers 10% MP if they have the matching buff. The HP and MP regen only happen if she cures an ailment, right? Or does it always happen? Those at least 3 buffs. One must be the Counter Shell. Is afflicted with any ailments or debuffs. Cleanse them, which covers 40%, 20%. Does she have to have ailments or an ailment or a debuff in order for the healing effect to trigger? Yeah, this is our solid formula for damage. It is very, very long cooldown though, or post-use delay is what I should say. Mind down. Wow, dude, you get some mind down on somebody. You click this. That's kind of disgusting now, isn't it? It's a random element of the spell. Cool. He has at least 3. One must be this one. Adds 1 to 3 random elements to the attack upon use. That's a fucking nice damage formula. Uses speed when in the rear. Love that. Stay to 7%. From 8% to 7%. Fucking insane. All enemies, only usable size 2 requests, consume 1 buff at random. Consume 1 of the buffs, probably at random. This is good. Bonus accuracy, does a little bit of everything. Hello, Kokoro? Does he have a cooldown, though, too? You just need people swapping her in and out. As ailment diva chant potency by 0.2x. Yo, I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have the 1 a.m. and the 3 like the 3 a.m. attack fucking trigger at like on turns divisible by 3. And it's to not lose a buff upon use. Price 3 consumes 2. Buff seal. Targets afflicted with buff seal gain no benefits from any stat buffs, whether regular or persistent. What? With this disgusting of a formula? A chance to not lose one. And then this is just the most disgusting formula you've ever seen. 2 to 3. Add the potency of all targets buffs and applies buffs of the removed potency to the user, then to other frontliners at 1/3 that potency, and recovers 6% of damage dealt as HP for all frontline. What is his character? You're telling me that for whatever reason he was like, no, let's not make her a star character. What? Ooh, I did not mean flump. Is she not one of the most disgusting looking characters in the entire game? How do I put her on the party, though? I gotta remember that Remy's gonna appear at some point, and Kaneko's gonna appear at some point. Bench patchily for her? Yeah. This is Ranko, Kokoro, Mystia, General physical damage dealers. Yuko, Rumia, kind of Aaron, and Maribel magic damage dealers. I'm half tempted to bench Wriggle. I'm very tempted to bench Wriggle, but the problem with benching Wriggle is then where the fuck does Remy go? Or... I mean, I don't have to worry about Remy or Kaneko yet. They're not on the party right now. Unless Wriggle is somehow the most disgusting... I mean, Wriggle... I like Wriggle, though. That's Chen for Kaguya. Did we not see how what Chen just did on that last boss fight we just did? We love Chen around these parts. Chen is a very simple unit, and we love her. She also needs some more fucking stacks. From element? What do you mean element perspective? I don't care about elements. I have fucking I have 5 billion dark nukers for magic side. I've always had that. It's probably got to be Wriggle for now. Is dark and physical. Remy's not here to be a damage dealer, probably. If she is here to be a damage dealer, I probably won't use her. Bench Yuko. I just talked about how much Yuko impressed me. I'm not benching her yet. At least not yet. It's probably Wriggly Roo. I could remove Maribel. She really isn't doing a ton. I kind of sat here being like, don't worry, she'll do something. I just read that, huh? It's probably got to be Maribel. Shame, because I've always liked trying to use Maribel. But it literally makes the most sense to bench a Maryberry. I think of all my units, especially the ones that have been on this party for forever, she is like the one that's done by far the least. And that's partially because I'm attached to Rumia and I will not give up Rumia. Like, even then, she just doesn't... do... I mean, she does do things, but, like, this is... Like, Kaguya looks just absurdly disgusting. I think it has to be Mary Bear, but, like, I want to keep... I could drop Kokoro, but then Spooter would yell at me. Okay, now the question is... So Kaguya has two different things you could do. You can either go in... Dude, she has no fucking HP. Holy shit, girl. Look at this HP pool. That's because I don't have any library stats in there. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so the question, of course, with Kaguya is, do I go all in on magic, or do you try to make her utility-esque? Because that fucking buff looks disgusting. But she looks very disgusting in multiple potential ways, too. Oh, let's go with some gambling over here. Master of Calamity. Slay. Is Slay level 5. Full Restoration. Regen HP every turn. Basic attack delayed down. Ooh, neat. Abnormal regen MP per turn if ailment afflicted. Dank damage. That's a big dank damage up. Ailment resist up under 50% MP. That's niche. One more. Bringer of All. All damage up level 7. Bro, just hit the SSR. The super rare pull. Okay, come here, Kaguya. Fuck, I don't have money. Yes, I have money. When it comes to every elemental attack, for 5 elements in one attack means that damage increase. Is that really how that works? So multi-element attacks just get boosted because of that? Really? That doesn't sound like that's how it's supposed to work. Okay, she actually has HP. She has more HP than Chen. So I'll just give you that for the time being. Give you a Sea Hunter. And then give you another Sea Hunter, because it's kind of like a fucking disgustingly good item. Because everyone deserves Sea Hunter. Fucking everybody deserves Sea Hunters. Just give them to everyone. Did I give you skills yet? I did not. And the thing is, I'm using Aaron, so I could go for that too. I don't know how much I care about this right half, because focusing is its own thing. You're not high enough level to get that yet. So that does hurt a bit, but... Boop, boop, boop. Oh fuck, I'm not that high level yet. Sure, let's just throw that out there for now. How's my breeding looking? I could throw some of those things I just gambled for, but honestly, let's just go back to the dungeon. Before I go to floor 3, because if I go up there, I know there's going to be dialogue, there's still plenty of floor 2 here to explore, so... Finish up this floor. Shall we? This should not be the formation, right? Kaguya, let's throw you out here. For time being. You don't have much TP, though. To be fair, a lot of people I have don't have a ton of TP. Except Roomba. We all love Roomba, though. By we all, I mean I love Roomba. Chest. I've already forgotten the details of some of these enemies, so let's just kill them. And pretend that's perfectly fine. Yup, see, it's perfectly fine. On the way back to beat up random punks. Rumia, not the true Roomba? Well, there is the Chen on the Roomba meme, which is a great fucking gif. But Rumia is the true Roomba, to be fair. Like, anything else is sacrilegious. Pew! Well, we're gonna be just slowly working through these punks. Do I have your... I don't. Good. Good. Chest? Show me the money? Dream of affection. Yes, I need more mind growth, game. I'll need that mind growth when Remy joins the party, Cope. And then I have to sit there for another half hour to... Ice. What can I hit you with? Dark and cold. The egg god? I think I'll be fine. See, Rumia's got it. Right, there's some shenanigans there. What's down here? Nothing. Nothing. Wait, there's a... Yes. Easy. Tiny bit of spirit. That's totally what I'm looking for, game. Wait, there's... Oops. He lived on 100 HP, bro. Why are you like that? I'm sorry, Mistia. I should take these enemies a little bit seriously. I should have actually ripped the Despair Crystals, what I should have done. Phantasmagoria Pouch. Holy based? Why is Alice like this? I love that Alice sprite. No, you're the one who modified your own sprites. Nice extra attack on the basic attack. 2008, I love it. It's the Aya Ace Attorney style sprites. I love that game sprites. What do we got here? Sure, I guess I can spare 4 of my 30 lockbox keys. Just this once. Okay, so I'm actually gonna leave right now. What's Alice at? Okay, let's go in the dungeon. Get Alice done real quick. Alice, you done? Nope. Okay, Alice, you done yet? Yeah, there she's done. Okay, let's go pick up another one of our sea hunters and then get right back to it. Big sale. Big sale. And then I want to let's might as well do this. What I want to do, right? I got new break item slots. But what did I want to put in? What did I have that I benched? Oh, it was this. Okay, let me also do like this, like this for now. It's a big increase. Like, this is like a small increase. This is a big increase. Let's go hardship. Let's go down, then we can go down, down. Get this fruit while we're on the way. Double fruit, more herbs. We need the herbs. Untouchable Holy Stone. You guys neutral to everything. Oh, just barely not. Oh, Kaguya. What a shame. Oh well. Blue Moon Stone. Labyrinth slays everything. Although she takes 2 dark sides to kill him. There's a little bit of I should have done more swapping. You love Dark Side of the Moon? Oh, frickin' more ice. Because of course. Okay, let's finish this back spot off, I guess. Yeah, there's just 1 tile. Fruit. More herbs? Insane pickup. Okay. Flying machine. I see. Picking me back to here. Where does this go? The dungeon design Labby 3 feels less hostile, more firmly artistic. Yeah, it doesn't even feel that bad. In this. Woo. 1 lived on 300. Now Saki's dead. What? I should have clicked that. I'm making it bigger! Okay, he's dead. Sakia did have to suffer for the sins, but... Oh, the egg god, yeah. Where does this one go? Oh, they made this a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. If I want to get back, I gotta go this way. If I want to get promoted from here, then I gotta go up here. Okay, let's do some swaps. Surely this will go fine with no problems. More fruit. Give me even more fruit. Gypsy has no spine. Like I said, this feels like this game so far. Maybe you know there's still another dungeon that is gonna, in my opinion. But like the dungeon design of it, you know, that Bjorgren fight's one thing, but like the dungeon design, I thought this game has been phenomenal so far. Why the fuck do you resist fire? You're a tree stump. Another lockbox key, thank goodness. What was I going to do without more of those? This just... where does this go? EM Worm Cannon. It's a lot of magic. But is it really? But, like, it's not another Sea Hunter. Boom! Go! And there's some trouble for Black Freddy. You see some other people turn the difficulty down even for it. I was just fortunate that my line managed to work. Like on after I had come back to it and managed to work on us on like one of my early attempts. It took me forever to get back there, but like I was like, I just got to get back. I couldn't remember exactly how I need to set it up to get back there, but I knew I just need to get back. I could get back there, so it's just a matter of time till I got it. It's just unfortunately, like, kind of one of my complaints, but it's kind of just the inevitable nature of it. Okay, Chen. Is, like, what happened where, like that first attempt, I could have won that, that one really good attempt I had fairly early on. But it wasn't, like, reasonable just because... like, I didn't know how her final phase acted, so I kind of just, like, lost by default at that point. You know, who needs physical attackers when you just have people that pierce? What? What just happened to my frame rate? Now it's fine? What? My computer's acting up. First Renko is being turned invisible. Okay, I just gotta get to those to the other angle, which appears to be down here. I can also do it from here. Is it a good idea to do it from here, though? Let's hold off on this first. Well, yeah, let's hold off on this for a sec. You can go for the smite. Well, I got the death, so... That's the thing, click the Kaguya attack, something's bound to go right? Like, surely something good will happen. Honestly, Kaguya, Kokoro. Honestly, my biggest Kokoro complaint is just her lack of, AoE. I think that's the entire floor. No. There are 2 chests. I see. This one right here. And then there's one on the bottom that I didn't get to yet. Although if everyone just has single target nukes, that one shots the enemy, that's all you need. Clearly. Okay, go down and get that last... Should be the last thing on the entire floor. The egg's back. Ooh, that's a cool animation. Okay, boom. More safety goggles. Didn't think I needed those. Okay, floor's done. We can go back to the beginning. Go up to the next. Alice is done breeding. I feel like she's probably been done breeding for a hot sec. Is there anything special on these tiles? Elemental. Boost if you kill it with magic. Or spirit-based attacks. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Well, everyone dodged, so it doesn't matter. Get deathed. We love you, Yuko. Okay, dialogue time. Surely it's not gonna be that long of a cutscene. Here's someone's frightening nightmare of the past. And henceforth, the God-concealing barrier would likely never be able to be used again. However, for its final use, we'll be able to utilize its effects to the fullest. That's right, we're going to sacrifice the Labyrinth Capital's history of strictly observing the rules when killing gods. I see, so the Lunar Sages have given permission for its use, and lent us their aid. Does the ball intend to perform a purification ritual? The same one from the plan to purify the surface? Sorry to interrupt, this is probably a good time since you brought this up. Swak and I weren't involved in the whole commotion with these balls. This isn't really clicking too well with us. Like, the Sagame Sims. To be fair, she's pretty fucking... that's top tier. If Lunar Capital Occult Ball were to accomplish its goal, the end result would be this surface purification thing. In other words, the purification of all life on the surface. Is that really true? What's that all about? Sorry, yes, it's true. That plan really existed. What, for real? I mean, no joke? Wow. You're telling me you guys seriously? Hold on, wait. Let me explain this a little more clearly, please. Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut since you asked, Aaron. Go on then, I'm listening. Thank you, Kaneko. We're all the way back to the beginning. We'll make for a long story. You've been warned, okay? Oh no, oh please, spare me. Oops. I didn't actually read that. The occult balls are all made using stone from mysterious rumor-holding places in the outside world. Pyramids, Stonehenge, the Nazca Line, so on. As such, the balls conceal the rumor power of those places within them. Is everyone with me so far? Yeah, I knew that already. The same time that was happening, Hikari and Junko, who stand in opposition with a certain goddess of the lunar capital, attacked it by engulfing in huge amounts of pure light. Their method of attack directly targeted the Lunarians' weakness. They came up with a means of resistance, but were unable to find a method of actually escaping their situation, leaving them slowly drifting toward total extinction. And so, the Lunar Sages came up with a plan to free the lunar capital from its desperate situation. No matter what the cost, if they were truly unable to protect their home, then their only choice was to move it somewhere else. Where? Well, the only one place you can go from the moon, that's right, be relocated to the surface. Right around then, the Lunar Sages caught wind of what was occurring in Kisokyo at the time. Many of us were vying to collect the cult balls through the spreading and manipulation of rumors, and using those rumors' power as our own. Oops. No backlog in this game. What the Lunar Sages came up with was their own lunar capital cult ball, which held power over the rumor that a powerful city exists on the moon. If they were to slip their ball into the struggles occurring in Gensokyo by swapping it with one of the others, rumors of the lunar capital would spread all throughout Gensokyo. Power of the occult ball, the power of those who struggled over them to spread rumors for their own benefit, and the extra potent power to materialize words that had been sealed within the lunar capital ball. Using all that power combined, the lunar capital attempted to relocate Gensokyo to avoid Junko and Hikari's surprise attack. So the lunar capital would come to Gensokyo, huh? Yes, that's a big deal, but then again, it's kind of what that kind of thing happens sometimes, doesn't it? I mean, look at us. We brought the whole Mariah Shrine along when we came in from the outside. Amiko did pretty much the same thing, too. Just a way bigger version of that. That's right. The story ended with the lunar capital coming to Gensokyo. This would be fine, but here's where things start to get problematic. Probably know this already, but Lunarians living on the moon are immortal and unaging. However, they also became that way because by erasing all life from themselves. In other words, the life that Gensokyo, or really the entire surface is filled with, is actually really toxic for your average Lunarian. They've thrown away their life, or rather the actual concept of having a lifespan in the first place. For Lunarians, life is an impurity to be feared. Ah, I get it now. And by the way, Sagume is just chilling here, with it. If the lunar capital, full of Lunarians that would eventually die if they came in contact with life, were to come to the surface, which is teeming with such life, that's obviously what they'd have to do first. They get rid of all the surface's life using their super advanced culture, right? Otherwise, they'd all die. Huh, yeah, that checks out. Yeah, give anyone an us or them choice, and nobody's gonna choose us to be the ones who die. Especially not if the leaders of the big group making the decision. I see, yeah. The whole eradication of all life on the surface thing makes sense now. But, is that even possible? I'm not asking whether they had the will. Let's see if they had a way. We gods of Gensokyo are forced to be reckoned with if we put our heads together. The outside world is really something, too. It's absolutely possible without any doubt whatsoever. Lunar Capital's culture. Simply far too different from the surface. From the surfaces. Both were to get in all that war, there'd be nothing left in the records that could even be called a battle. Really that bad? Kari's gone to war with the moon twice now. She's got some credibility. How many of those were, wars? I'm not interested in how culture advances, so just once, I'd like to see their city with my own eyes. I guess now isn't time to bring that up, huh? So you're kind of going to think they're part of the big brass? Yeah, where's Remy? He's the real big brass. I've got an interest in how culture advances myself, so just once... Oh, I already read that. Oops. I learned the lunar capital situation after the cult ball commotion came to a close. The first thing I tried to do was see if I could do something about Junko Nakai's attack. If I could stop the root cause of the issue, then they might give up on coming down to the surface. So I gave Reimu and the others some medicine and magic, had them go to the moon to fight Junko, and release the moon from her web of pure life. What I'm talking about right meow is what's known as the Ultramarine Orb Institute. After Junko fought everyone, she's satisfied with the strength and force of will they'd shown her, and released the lunar capital from her control. Everything was finally resolved, in other words. But as days passed, people embellished the rumors more and more, giving the 7 frightening cult balls more power. Nobody could control them, and nobody could erase them. They were here to stay. What a bother, I must say. Cult balls really weren't all that powerful when Sumereko first made them. However, after the lunar capital poured so much of their wisdom into their ball and slipped into the mix, and after the rumors began to be true in Kinsokyo, well, barrier breakers strong enough that all of Kinsokyo's big shots are squabbling over them. Raimuna Group, the Hermit of Kinsokyo, the Muron Temple's head priestess, and I as well, our very struggle for the balls help support them, amplifying their power even further. Sumareko, once again, being the strongest in Kinsokyo, creating all of its problems and solving them. Those rumors were more than half true in the end, after all. Well, we certainly weren't killing each other over them, though. It's truly troublesome how quickly the public exacerbates rumors. You donned black leather and hit me with your bike with an ear-to-ear grin. You didn't even try to brake. I mean, would you expect an average villager to think they witnessed a hit and run like that during the height of the occult ball commotion? Are we talking about the Turbo Granny? She nearly hit me too. What was it you said? What an interesting power this is, or something. You look like you're having a lot of fun speeding all over the place. Turbo Granny? Huh? What's this all about a Turbo Granny? Alright, I see. Okay, I don't get the whole Turbo Granny part, but I get the gist of the whole ball commotion, the purification of the surface. Thanks for taking the time to explain all that. But the relocating the lunar capital of the surface part still doesn't sit right with me. That wouldn't really solve the core issue of Junko's attack, right? I mean, think about it. If they came to the surface, Junko could just attack there next. In other words, I mean, the lunar capital actually took the surface and all the life on as their hostages just to make this Junko or whatever retreat. It's kind of like saying, if you don't stop your assault, we'll move the lunar capital's surface, then we'll have no choice but to wipe out all of its life. Got it? Their info pack nightmare or flashback, whatever that was. Hold on, that was a little too much. I'm confused. This ball is really that serious of a threat? Yeah, my balls are pretty serious. All life of the surface is going to be annihilated. You're kidding, right? That means everything outside Kinsokyo too, right? Like my house, my college, my city, my country. This lunar capital place could seriously pull that off? We all had our struggle with the balls that went to the moon without knowing any of that too. But we acted pretty much the same way as you and Aaron explained it all to us after. That airheaded rabbit who came down and kept yelling, "Purify the surface!" and those life-racing spider robots. Purification plan actually got to the point where it started for real. It's a serious relief we managed to stop it. I gotta say, though, it's been fun seeing Saga be so remorseful over the whole thing. Ha ha ha! I know it's a little late, but Marissa and everyone else for that matter. You guys are really something. I understand where you're coming from. These two really don't give off the aura of heroes who've braved countless dangerous battles, do they? I mean, you've got one heck of an aura yourself, so sure nobody else looks like anything special. I heard that, Mei Ling. I was praising you! That's a compliment! A good compliment! I'm confused, and that's okay. We love Koishi. Anyway, moving on. We need to go find Byakuran's settlement. Supposed to be on this floor, right? I wonder who this capable guard you've got keeping watches. Not too far from here, don't worry. Sure, my guard is eagerly waiting ahead of my return. My chief concern, however, is moving the villagers somewhere safer. Come on, let's hurry onward. Jeez. As big of a goody two-shoes as they come. What is diligent as her, really? Can't picture it. I wish I could see in Turbo Granny speeding all over Kinsokyo. What's the matter? Nothing! I think of Turbo Granny every time I see her now. Turbo Granny. Well, I'll keep going on this floor. I feel like I run out of juice because I got the Despair Crystal going. Yeah, looks like it probably loops around. 2 exclamation marks. One of them might... No, one of them's probably not new. We already got the one new character, Kaguya. There could be a second, though. Probably not. But who knows? Could be. Been wrong before. We're gonna walk into a character and they're gonna be like, "Ah, yes, we're here to save the world. I need to test your strength first. I don't know if you guys are actually strong. I'm gonna have to test your strength before we go save the world." I don't like this dude. Pew-pew! Oh, they're all dead. Pulpy berry juice. In the shop. We love to see that. So far seems one-dimensional. It's going, why is there 3 different teleporters? Goodbye. This is pretty cool. Chest? Sure, I have the keys. I don't know if this one will bring it back. Will let me come back or not? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's pretty cute, so true. Well, there's the lockbox key back, thank goodness. I was about to run out. What a relief, I can finally see it. Keep going, we'll reach the settlements where I am keeping the villagers safe. Within the deepest part of the place, it looks simplest to protect, huh? I see. Not too much compared. It's not much compared to our base, but it looks like you could live here, live pretty passably here. We ran to Monosaki yet. What? Who, what, where, why, how? It's important that we're able to repel the surrounding area's danger, but unfortunately, the monsters around here are quite a bit more motivated than the ones in Paradise. So bearing with that in mind, I wasn't expecting you. Huh? Mistress? This is the settlement's protection to the mistress of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. What? To Ramelia? What an odd fit. Seriously, the words you're gonna open our union with? I know I'm an odd fit for this, but it's not like there were any other choice. Not to mention that running around nightmares and saving people was an even odder fit for me. Hey, is Remy gonna, like, join my party and not say, let me test your strength first before I join you? That's certainly true. Anyway, I'm relieved to see you're safe. Doesn't seem like you've been swallowed up by a nightmare or anything. I've been swallowed up by one once, so I have a feel for them. How they work, when they strike. Seems I've been able to twist fate to avoid them. Need to protect the villagers, she can't join your party. Damn it, Deku! Anyway, Sakia, Mei-Ling, you two must have had it tough too. Glad to see you again. Let's all kick this stupid Insidute's butt, shall we? That's my mistress. Yeah, Magic Crew's growing and growing. I mean, it's literally all back together. And so your couch potato's life is coming to an end. Oop. I see you're still alive and kicking, Byakuran. You took so long to come back, I was afraid you'd gotten dropped into one of that idiot sage's gaps. And here I was, just about to suck all the blood of the humans here. Oh well, what a shame. I leave protection of the villagers to a selfish vampire. Oh my god, what could go wrong? Hey Byakuran, you hear your guard saying? We have a foul mouth, but she performs her duties well. Thank you, Amelia. You're a trustworthy ally. Yeah, look, it just worked out this way, okay? I'm keeping my meal safe, that's all, Baka. Really, Remy didn't suck every villager dry every night? What do you mean by that? Yeah, it's Ramelia for you. She gets like this sometimes. Shut your mouth! I'll really suck some blood. Alright, here we go. Form a single file as you enter, please. Walk toward this magic circle with the white lotus on it. Step on the circle and wait, okay? One family at a time, please. Hey, Mom, where are we going now? I'm not sure either, but somewhere safer. Hakure Shrine Man, the head priestess of Murin Temple, said so it must be true. Come on, I was just getting used to this place. Okay, stay here. We have to listen to what the Hakure Shrine Man and the others say during incidents. Resolving incidents has always been their job. There were rumors that the Hakure Shrine Man fell prey to the incident disappeared, but it turns out they weren't true at all. What a relief. Thanks, Miss Byakuran and Miss Shrine Maiden. What about the other Miss Shrine Maiden? Thank you for being good boys and girls. Uh-oh, Shoto. Byakuran with Shotos, watch out. You need to stay good boys and girls after you come out on the other side. You can do that too, right? Okay, we will. Ah, there you are, the vampire lady. Thanks for keeping us safe. You're protecting me when I got attacked, vampire lady. Live a good life over there, kids. That's what the adults say. Okay, vampire lady. Seriously? No, you're embarrassed, but you could have responded a little more tactfully than that. Shut up already. That's it. You're not getting more help from me. By the way, Bianca, it's great that we're bringing the regular folks to our base and all, but is there really a point? I mean, you know, it's a moral point. I know that it's got a moral point to it, but of course, Marissa. Not only does this offer humane benefits, but it brings more direct benefits to us as well, making it the best move. These innocent people have no means of defending themselves against the nightmares. Moving them outside will reduce the amount of fear within them. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I guess moving them out here is better than keeping them safe in here. Right, dreams and nightmares can't exist without people's support. Use your fucking big-ass tongue away from Yugi's breasts. Hold on a second, Gogasa. I guess in that sense, they're kind of like us yokai and gods, too. Or be like you're basing more cutscenes. No! This should reduce Yukari's power further. In other words, the Avatar's power. That's precisely right. Furthermore, since there's no longer a need to protect this place, Remilia can come with us as well. Excuse me, don't go assuming what I'm gonna do. Come on, come now, Remilia. Can't Reimu and the others hurry up already? I'm sure they'll show up sooner or later. I want to go kick Yukari's butt with them. Who was that said that again? Shut up. I didn't say all that. Baka. Oh no, you definitely did. Word for word. Oh my. Ada. What an adorable mistress I have. Wow, she really trusts us a lot. Cut it out, Remilia. You can make me blush. Shut up, I don't want to hear it. I'm leaving. I'll be at the base. Has to be a tsundere, huh? The me and the villagers joining us at the base, I guess it's going to get even more livelier there. Not say too big of a base anyway, though. It still felt empty there with a couple dozen of us, so this is just perfect. I'm glad to have more people there. That Remilia. She's more honest than she looks to be, actually. You'll be good friends with her in no time at all. Do treat her well, please. Now then, Remilia, villagers, and Yukari, who's surely waiting for us up ahead. Let's join hands and tackle all these challenges together, everyone. I'll have to make this decision earlier than I was hoping to. Click the button. Spot real quick. This is a neat looking area. Neat visuals. Wait, fuck, there's a single tile up here. I'm so happy that we've Remy back. Fake Remy fan? Yeah, you got me. Listen, I'm just upset by the decision making I'm going to have to make of who to use. The eternally hardest part of every Labby game. I could go back, but like I said, I want to milk out this crystal and a battle chain of 19 that I currently have. Know what Remy's build is like? I mean, Labby 1, she is high-statted tank. Labby 2, similar. I mean, she was my favorite tank in Labby 1 by a mile. And in Labby 2, she was still a very solid unit. Well, after she got buffed, that is. We've already seen her briefly in this game, so I'm curious to see what she looks like. Labby 3, she's a fragile mage, yeah. Homemade brandy? Also, chain of 20, and I got shit, and I got, like, my despair crystal going on. We haven't seen a horde. So unlucky. Some say he's the unluckiest ever. This guy scares me. Holy Chen! Oh, that's it? I was expecting it to move me more than 2 inches. Ooh, the Glaive of Pain is back. And another Ouroboros loop. Oof, I don't have any good AoE actors here. Thank you for dodging that, Rumia. Uh-oh. Nah, Chen's got me. If I know anyone's got my back, Chen's got my back. And they go to all games. Yep. She's slightly varying levels, but she's still very solid everywhere she goes. I think she's probably her best in 2. Who knows? She starts to become really good, in my opinion, plus disc in 2. So who knows? Maybe if plus disc shows up in this game, it'll she'll be even more disgusting. And you'd think on the surface that she would struggle in one with where evasion doesn't even exist, but even then, she's still a very well-rounded unit. Ooh, Franco almost ran out of juice. Yes. Decent mutton, go for it. Yeah, the fact that in 1 that she can just immediate bring herself to a 100% attack too. Like she doesn't need any investment in that because it's passive skills, right? I guess these. Oh, excuse me. Yes. Call me Kogasa the way I'm looking at those chests. Did I find my way to the fucking boss? Oh, just let me get the save without getting the event! Why would you do this to me, game? Here's the continuation of someone's frightening nightmare of the past. But the relocating the lunar ball capital to the surface part still didn't sit right with me. I don't know if we saw the Junku attack. Yeah. You attack there next. Yeah, we'll have no choice but the white. Yeah, like, It's exactly what it was. Can't make any excuses. We were too weak to fight back, and couldn't think of any other way to guarantee the safety of the lunar capital. So Aaron decided to use Arema and the others, sending them to the moon to act as negotiators then. Oh my. Ada. Make use of is quite the harsh way of putting it. I worked hard as a mediator in all of this, you know. Wow, you put it like that, I can really see the pride. I think I get why some people don't like the Lunarians. Okay. Us gods are really proud folk too, though. I don't dislike how brazen she is with her attitude, personally. Yeah, same here, to be honest. Yeah, she's a good fit to be a strong leader. Ben Sagame and all this. The moon never wanted to execute the plan with the Lunar Capital Ball, nor the Lunar Capital transfer plan concealed behind it. You're a former Lunar Sage yourself, Aaron. You shouldn't speak as if you're an unrelated party. Ouch, that hurts. Right now I'm living in Tokyo as nothing more than a pharmacist. I can read between the lines here, don't worry. I can envision being in that position of power and being forced to choose us or them. Yeah, if it were me in that position, it would take a long, difficult deliberation. But I can see myself potentially making the same choice, so I empathize with what you had to go through, Lunar Sage Sakame. Thank you, Yokai Sage. Hold on, I can care less about all this stuff. Let's just get back to the topic of the barrier. This god-consuming barrier or whatever, put simply, it's a thing to kill gods with, right? It's not going to work on the occult balls, will it? Bring up an important point, you see. This barrier operates on the principle that mystical beings, such as divine spirits and yokai, can't maintain their existence if actual living things forget about them. At present in Gitsokyo, due to the power of words hidden within the capital occult ball, rumors are able to gradually materialize. In other words, here in this land, people's shared perception becomes real, and that means... I see, by the same logic, in the present Gitsokyo, the concept were to disappear from common perception. It would cease to exist just as a god would. Is that correct? It's quite likely, we think. However, the occult balls were never divine spirits or yokai to begin with, just objects. In other words, they were already complete existences, physically speaking. It's a little doubtful as to whether their physical forms would disappear or just disappear just because they were forgotten. To begin with, the whole idea of a concept disappearing once it's been forgotten in Kitsokyo is no more than a theory. We're stuck not knowing if this will work until we try it. I'm only growing more concerned. Saying all that, only 7 occult balls exist in the world. We have no reason to believe any have been copied, or that more have been made since. So, if we were to take all of them and shove them behind the barrier... I see. Well, if the god-consuming barrier can remove the occult balls from existence, then that'll be that. Even if by chance they don't disappear, even after being forgotten, the occult balls stubbornly exist within the barrier. For us outside the barrier, that would still be the same as if their very concept had disappeared, yes? Right. Either way, this still limits the possibility of them being misused by a third party. With the present status of the occult balls now having been deified by the rumors of the masses, in other words, have begun their transition into turning into a concept, the odds of them totally disappearing within the barrier should be quite high. There you have it. So this should probably work, don't you think? Whether the occult balls will completely disappear or not is still a bit of a gamble. But right now, we're not doing anything to deal with them, so I don't think that's good. The rumors are making them stronger and stronger, and it'd be extremely dangerous to leave them unchecked. I see. That's how it is. I guess I'm on board, then. Sounds like a safer bet than the other weird plans, at least. Like throwing them into one of Yukari's gaps or into a deep ocean trench in the outside world. Well, if you're the one suggesting the place plan, Aaron, can't imagine there would be any big gaps left overlooked. I'm on board, too. I agree that we have to hurry up and do something about the balls. Otherwise, the village could end up coming up with a stupid rumor like Gitsokyo could be destroyed if all 7 balls are gathered. You're right. I could cast doubt on the plan's lack of perfection, but it's too dangerous to leave them be with no countermeasures. To be honest, I don't get the feeling we're going to come up with a better plan than this one anyway, don't you think? Lunar Capital's going to go as far as to break one of its greatest taboos to cooperate. I think it'd probably be best to take them up on their offer. I don't have a better plan to suggest anyway. So with no other plan, I suppose we're left with no choice then. You ready? This time's gonna be the real thing. Starting with Kyon and ending with Kun. The order is Kyon, Dui, Li, Zhen, Zun, Kan, Gen, Thenkun. Thenkun. Excuse me. Yeah, I read that as one thing. Everyone take your positions. Let's practice, then confirm your... Ah, come on already. We've rehearsed this 7 times. I'm sorry with Keen. Yep, I'm ending with Kun. Don't worry, I'm ready to go. Varies based on the 8 trigrims. So it's really important that we get it right this time, since it's the 8th go-around. If we screw up here, we're going to have to go all the way until the 64th time. So do not mess this up. I don't want to think about messing up on the 64th time. Let's ace this in one go, everyone. Right, then let's begin. Kaneko starts off with the construction of Kian. Okay, here I go. Pretty colors! Stop! Stop it! I'm scared. Don't erase me. I still have... There's something left that I must do. Everyone died. Shame. Wait. So, wait, everyone died? Then this isn't Eren, but this is Eren's body being possessed by Sega. Hey, that voice and that vision just now. Voice at the end. What was that? Yep, putting all the points together, it was probably... That's right. That voice was likely the lunar capital cult ball. Yukari. Finally decided to show yourself, eh? Capital ball equal Mickey Mouse voice. Listen, it was just like a pop-up voice that said no. I didn't know if that was the ball at first. I didn't know what that was at first. So you've come. Yeah. I can't believe they've come. But the consequences that'll have for both you and I. I see. That vision in the voice we heard from within. Lunar capital cult ball, it had faint traces of light, but nobody noticed. Therefore, it couldn't gain a will of its own. Do I like cookies? I like some cookies. Like, I'm not like a cookie, like, I'm not like a big cookie fan. I don't usually go my way from, but I like a lot of them a fair bit. However, the fear it fell as it gradually disappeared within our Gatsu barrier must have finally given a will and a mind. Right. The poor thing's heart was a defense mechanism born from the fear fading away, and that must have enveloped it. In other words, that flashback we saw was the ball's nightmare of reality being thrust upon it. And I can't believe we're just thrusting balls everywhere. Or was it a nightmare showing your regret, Yukari? Got my pen. Regardless of what chance is true, the reality we created truly was a nightmare for it. A frightening tool. She's just licking everyone. Made and then neglected with no say in any of it. Unused and discarded just like that. Just because it's a noble tool a lot of people really want it. Made to be strong given a big mission. It doesn't mean it's able to be happy. Goodness, the names really went to create something they shouldn't have. Hey, see, I've got a good read on all this now, including why you lost to the Avatar in this place. This totally lines up with what I know about Yukari. We heard it too, Yukari. Read the Lunar Capital Cult Ball's voice. Also, I want to mention, so, for people who have never gone through Lab U1, you see, at some point you fight Yukari later in the game. It's great, you fight Yukari. What's the circumstance for you fighting Yukari? She just lost to Renosuke. Yes, that is true. Imagine spooning with Kogasa only for the tongue to start licking your butthole. I'm starting to see it now, you know, why the living ball is our enemy and why it started running amok. Our enemy. Right, of course, our enemy. That's obviously the case, but... How do you think it felt, being unable to move on its own despite having life? Nobody noticed. Yet before its very eyes, it watched as we hatched a plan to throw into the depths of oblivion and make it start fading away. Sorry. Well, I'm sure for the ball, the whole affair must have been a nightmare. Nightmare? If you're talking about a yokai or divine spirit, a vague existence like any of us, essentially. If you're forgotten about, you disappear. That's a fear you can understand, right? You can resonate with the despair you feel. Maske and try post-game copium. Copium, please. Well, Renosuke was at 2, but he wasn't Manosuke form. He was Manosuke in 1, ripping the word for world is force and scarlet gold sword. Some of us and some of you have surely been in danger of disappearing before. Yeah, that's the very reason we created Gensokyo after all. And it's the very reason all of you are here right now. Well, yeah, I guess I won't deny that. This ball is a concept so threatening that even Gensokyo, created to be a paradise for the forgotten, has shunned it and refused to take it under its wing. Just where, then, is this poor thing supposed to seek refuge? See now, it's the very hesitation the Avatar took advantage of, huh? You should have said something about this sooner, Byakuran. You're part of the whole thing, after all. But you've already seen these flashbacks, already figured out all this stuff with Yukari. I knew that if we came here, you'd all see and hear the truth for yourselves. Seeing it with your own eyes would be faster than listening to me explain it poorly. And would probably lead to less misunderstandings, I thought. Okay, Manscape finally did boss post-game. I mean, they made him kind of a post-game boss in 2. He was the second to last boss in 1. You guys just... in his Fundoshi form. You guys just love your... You'll understand soon. Just go a little further, stuff. Heh. You want to get Sogi to disappear, you sympathize with the Lunar Capital Ball, and you're the ones responsible for this mess. No wonder you feel weird about all this. And that's not even to mention this nightmare sucking you in, off and giving you cold feet. You're in quite the sticky situation, Yokai Sage or whatever. Yes, I'm truly at a loss right now. I don't even know what I want anymore. Well, it's not as if I'm free to act at the moment anyway. How do you feel? Let's meet in the middle here, Yokai Sage. Come with us, we can move forward together. Nothing's gonna change, you just hunker down here. Yeah, I forget exactly what floor it was, but he was... There was a reference to him post-game of 2 somewhere. That's right. Yes, you're right. You really are, but... Sorry, as I am right now, I can't stop myself. And so this is how it feels, huh? Is it? To be possessed by a nightmare. Careful, everyone. If you're going to keep going, I don't think the Avatar will show you any mercy. I'm going to go all out on you using my power. I can just feel it. She's gone. Sorry. Don't worry, she's just a little further in. She's not far at all. You can tell by the boss icon on the map. No mercy, eh, Yukari? Yeah. I remember being shown mercy by a single soul since this whole commotion started. So what else is new? Guess you're right, but... That aside, if Yukari's warning us even through her possession, this must be pretty serious. This will be a tough fight. Let's prepare well before we go see her. Let's keep wandering around a little bit while I have PP. I'm not doing this fight today. Fight her with the despair buff. I think I'll pass. Dragon's Whisker. I barely know her. No boss day. It's already 8:40 and there's other things I gotta do. In this game, anyway. I want to finish exploring this floor. There's two chests up there. There's also like another spare chest on the first floor I gotta look at. There's other shit I still gotta find them. And I gotta look at Remy and figure out what I'm doing in the party. Okay, here we go. Bro has, like, no weaknesses? Mystic and dark. And cold. Immediately the few things you lack. %, Yuriko? Really, girl? Great dodge, Tenchi. We love Tenchi. Aaron's dead. Yuko's probably dead too. Sun's Blessing. I should have done that one. Wait, this has a TP cost to it? I've never noticed that. I'm very smart, by the way. Is there an hour early, so I have an hour left, right? No, I have to wake up an hour early if we're going by that logic tomorrow, though. Finish off this bomb half the map before we leave. Wake up in 5 hours? Yeesh. Hey, there's my dream soul. That's Suwako then. We love Rumia. So yeah, it's the last bridge, yeah. It's everything in the reasonable part of this floor I can get to right now. Let's just kill some gooners here. I feel like everything here is weak to dark. Solid for Labby 4, yeah. I must get my chain even bigger. Uh-oh. Rare kill. This unbridled chaos sure be going off. No! Kaguya, my dear. Oh, that does 0 damage. Oh, he lived. Oh no! Why? Oh no! Hey, what's the deal? What's the commotion this time, Chirno? What's up with them? Them? Who do you mean? You know, them! Those bratty little kids flooding our base. Why'd you bring them here? Come on, do something about them. Hold on, calm down a little, Chirno. What's wrong? Everything is wrong. Those stupid brats steal my dessert and draw graffiti all over my shop. They even broke the ice sculpture I set up outside. Now they're throwing its pieces at me. Can you believe that? They're throwing ice at me. That's all stuff you always do. She can dish it, but she's not taken, huh? Ah, I do not do that stuff. Huh? You have that little self-awareness? Are you serious right now? I think this is a good opportunity. Take this chance to understand how everyone around you feels about you, Chirno. But I don't do that stuff. No. Hey, there she is. I found the cute ice girl. Look over here, Chirno. Hey, over here. Hey, hold on. That's the ice cream I hid for later. It's so chilly and sweet. Yeah, it's really good. Thanks, Chirno. Chill this way or I'll power you brats. Get that back, damn it! Well, things have become even more eventful around here. Right? I like it, personally. Serves her right for all the pranks she pulls. Let her suffer a little. Not like she's the type to learn her lesson from this. Save the game before anything happens. Close to getting victory cry. Lounge. Here. Boom. Oh, fuck, this is gonna trigger another bit of dialogue. It's the last Dream Soul. Unless there's more in the next dungeon. Morning! Whew, that was a really bad show, huh? Even a guy like me was totally down for the count. Welcome back, Suwako. It's been a while. Welcome back. Hi, it's the Spirited Away gang. You two sure came at a tough time. I guess your return to the outside world got delayed, huh? Nah, that ain't Suwako. You got it backwards. Reiko and Mary were a big help in saving us back then. Huh? For real? For real, they were at the core of the team who saved me and Reimu from our nightmare. That's us. Come on, Mary, don't say that. Dormy and the others had way more of a hand saving everyone, though. Oh, you mean those girls that were like, only one of us could go in at a time, guys, only one of us could go in the dungeon at the same time. It's too hard for the rest of us to go in all at once, guys. Now you mention it, I guess you two have grown in a lot of ways. Your power seems denser, or something like that. I don't know how to put it. Hey, if you're gonna put in that much work, I guess I can't be caught slacking either, can I? I'll do what I can as one of the gods of the team. Oh, what are you gonna do? You guys probably found some of the Gensoko fragments, the Chaos Fragments by now, right? You've probably at least heard of them, I bet, considering this incident and all. Gensoko Fragments? I think I've at least heard the name. Maybe? Probably. Ah, well, they are pretty rare, so maybe you haven't seen them all that often. But anyway, I'm thinking I'll use those Gensoko Fragments, the Chaos Fragments, to make some high-quality, unique gear, with the help of the Kappa at the Atelier, that is. I don't really get it. Mind summing it up for me? I can make top-tier equipment. Yup, you got it. The good news is these are characters I've already, slightly looked at before when they were on the party previously. Still interested to see who's in the other 5 slots. Obviously, Kaneko's going to be right here. Probably Sagume. Boop. Any gambling to do? Oh, yeah, baby! Bearer of heaviness. Me when I see Sanai's titties. Oh, that's pretty sick. We got Ribbon back. Okay. Achievement number 65. That gets me my victory cry. Actually, want to also take a glance at. I have a lot of goodies. Start pulling out those mono crystals. Start gambling. Neat. I'm not gonna do any of that right meow. Okay, breeding. Pulpy berry juice. Homemade brandy. Moonstone. Craft lockpicks, keys, sell them for infinite money. How much do they sell for? Oh, these sell for money. Fragments don't really sell for much. Hope crystals do, okay. Do you even sell the keys? Because either I don't see them or I'm blind. Cannot. Okay. So 11's just pulling shit over there. That's nothing new there. Uber Hot Watch. Wow, that's an item. That's a Chen item if I've ever seen one. Guiding Moonlight. Not the Sea Hunter. Well, the Sea Hunter is better than all of those. I mean, look at this. 60% attack, 68% attack, magic, and mind. Also a bit of death in mind, or in magic. It doesn't take much more for it to become better than this. Let's make this because I can. And you can't stop me. Much having accuracy? Yeah, that plus 24 accuracy does help. Would you craft the Sea Hunters? I could craft more of them. What do I need more? Soft Sea Life Scales. Just fall off hard once you start upgrading page 7 shit. Sure, but like, I gotta get to the point where I'm doing that. There's no mono crystals here. What did I just say? Something Sea Life Scale? We're getting scaly with this. They don't exist anywhere? They're broken? There they are. Alright, that... Anything but looking at the new lollies. So I'll look at them in a minute. One thing at a time. Have the granola, so I need fruit punch and a bottled honey. Prevents enemy hordes from appearing. Well, I don't want them to not appear. Or smooth butter, I can just make that on the spot. Coat. Increase the chance to counter enemy hordes. Lasts until counter 2. Some sunny apples. Counter 5? That's a lot more. I need 2 more fruit baskets. Fruit punch, bottled honey. Fruit punch. 2 sunny apples. No, my berries! I think there's anything else I need to look at besides the 2 new characters. A lot of my characters have level 80 traits now. You're not quite there. Okay, yep, great tear, great death, everything else is kind of lacking there. Elementals are so-so, MP regen is non-existent, but your base MP is also non-existent, TP is great. Stats are pretty solid across the board. Magic, obviously, doesn't going to matter in the slightest. Suwako, ailment resist, yep, or whatever. Element resist are also whatever. MP regen's only 9. SMP base TP, whatever. Yep, stats are what you see. Cool. Remy Scarl. I couldn't see the bottom of all these tiers before, so at least that's new. Bonds of the Mansion. Yep, we got that. Grand Presence. Yep, we got that. We got up here. Damage dealt by 2% when you have 8% or more. And to inflict terror with 4,000 by damaging an enemy not inflicted with it. This chance ignores enemy terror resist. What? Interesting. Heartbreak! Heartbreak! Single target, yeah, whatever. Decent attack, Border Loop's worth. Gain Sky Fate, right, because we can't stop getting Fate. A portion of physical damage dealt to enemies, a small amount of jet black for dark damage dealt to enemies. Large amounts of jet black Fate. Go to all damage taken from enemies. Yeah, I've seen some of these. These just give you some of these stacks. Let's look down the left side. Heartbreak. Single target, kind of cheap. Kind of just click it, try to get some shocks. Remelia Stretch. What? All stats up, consumes 50 fate. Okay. Returns half of the things when turn counts multiple of 3. That's cringe. Vampirish Knight. Damage taken, damage dealt, consumes 16 Scarlet Fate. These are quick post delays. I just noticed that. They're also very cheap. 6 and 4 MP apiece. Gets a 1% chance per Scarlet Fate to add 1 use to the boss gained. Increases attack by 1% for every 6 stacks of Scarlet Fate. Cool. Spear the Gungnir. 33 Fate. It's just stronger version of this. Slightly worse end delay. Slightly more higher P cost, but it's stronger. Damage multiplier for every 6 stack of Fate. There's accuracy modifier. Decreases guard factor by 1 for each stack of Fate. For 60, you're dropping by 10. So you can drop it by 25%. Not bad. If you want to go that line. It's multiplied by 100, and the user's turn count is a multiple of 5. Why? Larian boy, hello. Okay, this is physical and a wind element. Bad Lady Scramble. Isn't this dark in the last game? Turn count must be multiple 2. Solid formula, consumes fate. Cool, whatever. 1% chance per stack to decrease guard effect by 25. It's luck-based elements a little cringe. You'd rather have it like this than this. There's Dark and 2 plus this guy, yeah. 1% chance per stack of Jet Black Fate to add Dark to the attack. Increases power by... Oh, there's the Dark. Power by 25 points. And improve its range from Emi-Ro Diminished to Emi-Ro. Cool. These fact stacks upon dealing damage. Bruce Guy can suck your attack by 1% for every 10 stacks. Cool. Miserable Fate. That's a damage multiplier. Consume 100 stacks of Fate and Jet Black. Inflicts Miserable Fate for 2 turns. The Fate debuff prevents the holder from receiving any benefits from both regular and persistent stat buffs, making them receive 1.5 of the negative effects from both the regular and persistent stat debuffs. Cannot miss. Interesting. I don't know if I love it. It's a cool effect, at least. Extends Miserable Fate's duration to 3 turns. Scarlet to shoot. Gank damage, single target, increased stacks gained. Increased damage multiplier for every ailment user has. Whatever. That AoE based. That's supposed to be multiple 2. Yippee. Consume stacks. Or cover 2 MP for every enemy damaged. Oh yeah, this that's expensive for her. There's damage dealt. And decreases damage taken when inflicted with ailment or debuff. Every area is much stronger. Turn count must be multiple of 4. You hate to see it. And it's that debuff potent. It had debuff, defense debuff to the spell. Cool. Vampire Illusion. Emi-Ro, Mystic, and Dark. Do 100 stack of Jet Black Fate. Does 8% damage dealt to his HP. And its multiplier is increased by 40 for each of the user's ailments, and each ailment has an 80% chance to be inflicted on enemies hit. Cleansing the user of it in the process. Weird. For 4% of the damage dealt to HP as frontliners. Chance to inflict use ailments by 12 points. Whatever. Direct attack drain, 10%. Cool. Grants other frontliners 3%. Whatever. 3%. Only usable if the user doesn't have an HP regen buff. Gives 50% of the user's max HP and grants 50 stacks upon use. Interesting. Good way to juice up your stacks. Altered Fate consume 8 stacks of Scarlet Fate and 8 stacks of Jet Black Fate. Grants Altered Fate for 2 turns when an ally with... So you can target an ally. It has a TP cost. Very expensive TP. With Altered Fate would be KO'd. Altered Fate would consume to save them, getting KO'd and recover the HP to 100. If it expires without being triggered, the user restores 6 TP. You get 60 stacks of Scarlet Fate and Jet Black Fate. Interesting? It's the 3 turns. That doesn't look that good. I was going to say, right side doesn't look great in terms of its damage option. I mean, this is good for healing. Heals the user. These are somewhat... This is somewhat interesting. This is curious. But she doesn't care about 90% of these things, in all honesty. Like, the only thing that Remy needs is... The one thing that Remy cares about is the bottom line of text in her stats in a speed of 129. Suwako, what do you got? Right, Shrine. Increased nature damage. Decreases nature damage taken. Increase damage against Divine Spirit based. Increases magic growth by 4. Magic growth by 8. Magic growth by 12. Whatever. This is attack rate by 4. 8, 12. Whatever. The area defense down. Cover 7% of each front lines upon hitting enemy with defense down, and 45% for each enemy past the first. You're right, yep. This is a chance to get a defense down. Kind of the same thing, but 116, 166. But kind of better. Cope. One time until down, debuff upon hitting enemy with defense down. Pretty similar. Suwaka sure can move. Yeah, it sure can move. Ain't stupid and shows no mercy. Ring, single target, cold based. Good damage multipliers, honestly. Physical element to spell and holding an offensive mix-up or cold damage boost buff. What the fuck? This mix-up swaps the holder's attack and magic stacks. Why? Why? Sure, you can do it at a turn's post-use delay of 9,500. I guess that gives her an instant turn if you need to delay for a tiny bit. Cope. Triple element self-buff. Cool, add some other stuff there. Element mix-up buff. And so one-time cold attack boost upon using a nature attack. One-time nature attack boost upon using a cold attack. These will has direct attack boost or cold attack boost. I mean, you talk about strong nature attack, I mean, cold attack, you got that. Damage up by percentage equal target's death down potency. Extends range to all enemies, increases damage multiplier by 60 points if used when holding a direct attack boost and a cold damage attack boost. Also inflicts a persistent death down debuff, X15, on targets with death down debuff 40% or more potency. This debuff potency is equal to 1/10 of the target. Cool. Turns a subterranean croaking for one turn upon using a base attack, focusing, or defending. Evasion increased by 50% when holding in the subterranean croaking. Cool. This is subterranean croaking also increases death in mind by 50%. What? She doesn't have death in mind, so 50% is 0, still 0. Oh my goodness gracious, what do we got over here? Same thing over there, but like for this side. A better version of that, and it does the same thing down here. Heals. Scourge, you got death. I'm sorry, but I have youth though. It's dark when holding offensive mix-up. Nature boost. It's dark, interesting. Damage dealt up and inflicting death. Not bad. Especially because you can actually like inflict death on bosses. On using an offensive spell, it's 20% chance to also use that spell's sister spell on the skill tree if learned. Huh. 30%, 40%? Yep. Interesting. Extra attack, but like slightly different. It's worse extra attack, but it's similar. Low-key better. I mean, it ignores conditions, so it can trigger something that requires conditions, I guess. But, like, generally, if you're using an attack, you want to use that attack and not your other attacks, right? Like, that's just kind of the nature of it. If I'm clicking my Earth attack, I'm clicking it because I want my Earth attack, because my Earth attack is better than the Cold attack. So I generally rather trigger that attack again than the other way around. Still, with the debuffs, I guess there's some niche there, but It's still good. Lethal has magic attack boost or nature attack boost. Much stronger death. That's a really good death. Yep, and then increase power and multiplier falling attack. Yep. Neat. Cool, I don't know if she'll necessarily see the light of day. We all know Remy will. Tenchi has the levels over Remy, though, to be fair. Tenchi's got a much better growth rate, level up rate in this game than in the past, so maybe that'll be enough to put her over the line. Although I usually use both, so... With the massive HP base stat? Yeah, because for whatever reason, the game decided, you know what? Here's plus 28 to your base HP. Still, she has one major downside. And that is the thing that Remy has the advantage over in terms of tank ability with most tanks, and that is called speed. But okay, well we got things, we got characters. Let me before I leave, let me put my previous lineup on. Then I'll look through some of this next time. Who did I have in this slot for? Was it Chen? So where the fuck is Chen? Here she is. But that'll do her for now.